Oh my god, it is 1:40 almost in the morning?
Like 1:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's early or late, depending on how you think of it. Friday morning, right after seeing the Thursday night opening for freaking Avengers Endgame. So we're coming at you, little to no edits, probably none,
Yeah.
and we're just getting this review out to you as fast as possible. And without any spoilers, we can assure you of that. We're not going to even reference characters in this.
Yeah.
Okay? So, first things first. What did we... Let's start with the one, maybe, criticisms that we have. Our little criticisms of the movie, because I want to end this on a good note. Ransom, what was your slight little criticism you had of this?
Alright, so my slight criticism would be the fact that there were a lot of jokes made.
It's Marvel.
That were, you gotta have a little joking around.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, especially during like stuff that's dark material. Let's face it, Infinity War ended on a very sad note. But there were a lot of continuous jokes that felt like after a while they got a little old, and that kind of ruined a little bit of the pacing.
Maybe a few of the characters a little bit.
Yeah, we were like, alright, just get on with it. Kind of like a Monty Python moment.
Get on with it!
Yeah. But that's my slight criticism.
So, kind of bookending off of what you were saying, you could say, going into this movie, that the beginning is definitely exposition or retroactively, kind of like building the world in which we're at right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it starts off, it's a little bit long-winded, and it takes a while for the high-octane energy that you may be expecting after Infinity War to kick in. So try not to look at it as Infinity War Part 2, I think is the best way to think about it.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
It's just a movie that's continuing off the plot.
Well, it's a movie that's bookending 11 years worth of Marvel movies.
Yeah,
It's
finishing
insane.
all of this decade worth.
Right.
More than decade worth.
So it's a slight criticism, but I want to bookend that to what my biggest strength of this movie is. And from the get-go, this movie just gets the script right. My God, they have taken their time to develop these characters, give them their motivations right and everything, and give them satisfying, rich material to develop them and sometimes conclude them in very, very meaningful ways. And I found it very impressive. In the hands of someone else that didn't care as much, this movie would just be explosions, gunfire, and special effects. And this movie is more than just those crazy cool moments.
Yeah, it has conclusions with its action, but also with the dialogue and the characters. It really connects everything that we've seen from different franchises into one whole universe. And that's what's really important.
I was 17 when I saw Iron Man back in the day, and now I'm almost 28. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was 10.
God, man, Jesus. Okay, your first big exciting thing. What did you fucking love about this, man?
All right. Just obviously there's going to be an end battle, Obviously. And you thought Infinity War was cool watching? No. Take Infinity War, put that with Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, Battle for the Bastards, mesh that all together. That's what this is. And it's
God.
The most satisfying moment as like a comic book nerd and watching all of these characters develop. Oh.
We've said before that there have been moments where like these movies feel like they're comic strips to life. No, you had no idea until like this movie. Like, oh my god, it's like the massive like page-long strip where it's just this one panel and like crazy shit's going on. It's incredible.
I've never heard an audience uproar as much as like in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah. This
like not even Star Wars.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that reaction.
The audience just went wild.
Oh my god.
When do you go into a movie and expect for an audience to just go like, oh my, and that's that as like a moviegoer and as a comic book fan, it's so satisfying to hear other people around you have the same feeling that you're feeling. God, and that is like...
You need to go see this movie, and this is why we're getting this review out to you right now, so that you know to go see this movie in theaters with the big audiences and get in on the hype to enjoy this movie for like all the richness and like, you know, fandom it deserves, you know? Like, it's just, it really is the culmination of all this time. So, it's obviously a worthy watch.
Yeah.
Where are we thinking for our rating?
Alright. So, I thought about this. As a movie critic and as a comic book fan. And I decided this movie isn't really necessarily about like having a critique. This movie is for all of the fans, all of the people that have stayed dedicated to the Marvel movies ever since it began. And this movie's a 10 out of 10. This movie's a 10 out of 10. And it deserves that so much.
If I was putting the case out for Infinity War to be in my top 10 of last year, there is no way in hell that I can't do the same for this movie now. Unless there's some incredibly good movies later this year. This is the first movie that I feel like, yes, finally I'm watching like amazing stuff in movie theaters.
Yeah.
I felt kind of let down by most of the movies this year. And man, this is just, it just fulfills you. It's a 10.
Yeah. I feel like this year we've had a bit of a rough start as far as, you know, movies coming into theaters. But this breaks that, and it's us gearing up for blockbuster season.
Yeah, man.
My God. This is leading the charge.
This is blockbuster season. Yeah. This is everything. Just take out all your other movies. Don't make any more. Yeah. This is gonna be like a black hole in like all of movie theaters for about 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck up all the tickets.
Longer.
Well, I'm saying like a complete black hole. Like we got John Wick and stuff coming out. There's gonna be some people seeing it.
Yeah, but like this is definitely the big kahuna.
Well said.
Yes.
So go out and see this movie immediately.
Please.
Why are you still watching this? Yeah. Go right now. And man, we are going to have some type of a spoiler review for you in some way, shape, or form coming to you in the near future because, man, there's so much to talk about. So, yes, go watch it, go see it with your friends, and go enjoy it with all of your fellow Marvel movie fans out there because, man,
please. Yes, go see this with as many people as you can. Take your friends, take your family. Experience this with the people that are closest to you. Mm-hmm. Because this is a movie that really takes the time and effort to give you something that you desire.
Thank you, Russo brothers.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you on the next review.